The early stage of development of the new mystical horror Smile 3 has begun. The project will continue the story of a sinister curse that in the previous films manifested through a mysterious entity forcing people to smile before tragic events. Details of the future plot are still kept in strict secrecy. However, the ending of the second part gave an alarming hint at a possible expansion of the scale of the story. In the final scenes, the demon effectively spreads the curse to a large group of people, which opens the way to a potential catastrophe of a much larger scale. According to insider information, the development of the third film has already begun. At the same time, the studio Paramount Pictures has not yet officially announced the start of production, therefore the release date of the film remains unknown. The project is at the earliest stage of preparation. The creator of the franchise, Parker Finn, who directed and wrote the first films of the series, may not return to direct the third part. At the moment, he is busy with another project for the same studio. It is a new version of The Horror Possessed, first released in 1981. Margaret Qualley and Callum Turner are being considered for the key roles in this film. Finn has signed a long-term cooperation agreement with Paramount, so in the coming years he will work on several projects for the studio. Back in 2024, the director said that the possibility of continuing the franchise is quite real. At the same time, he hinted that the story could expand and include several new films. Even if Finn does not take the director chair, it is expected that he will retain influence on the development of the series and may participate in the project as a producer. The first Smile was released in 2022 and quickly became one of the most discussed horrors of the season. At the center of the story was psychotherapist Rose Cotter, played by Sosie Bacon. The heroine becomes a witness to a tragic incident with a patient, after which she begins to encounter frightening visions of people with unnatural smiles. Gradually she realizes that she has encountered an ancient and unexplained entity that passes from person to person. The film turned out to be an unexpectedly large commercial success. With a budget of about $17 million, the worldwide box office reached about $217 million. This result convinced the studio to continue the story. The sequel was released in 2024 and focused on a new heroine named Sky Riley, a popular singer played by Naomi Scott. In the second film, the curse takes on an even more dangerous form, and the ending hints at the possibility of its mass spread. The film collected about $138 million with a budget of about $28 million. Despite more modest box office compared to the first film, the franchise maintains steady audience interest. Now the third part can bring the story to a new level. The final events of the previous film create the basis for a script where the curse spreads among a large number of people and can lead to a large-scale catastrophe. At the same time, Parker Finn previously emphasized that even with an expansion of scale, the franchise can retain the atmosphere of intimate horror and psychological tension, thanks to which the first films became popular among fans of the genre.